Something massive is happening on Unstable SMP, and almost nobody realizes the terrifying reality of the situation we are in. For the past month, the server has been completely quiet. If you check out Wemmbu and Parrot channels, it is absolute radio silence. Two of the biggest drivers on the server's history haven't uploaded a single thing in weeks. The only creators actually uploading right now are FlameFrags and Spoke. And while FlameFrags' latest video was awesome, it wasn't actually relevant to the central storyline of the server. He was busy fighting the God of War, which makes for an epic standalone adventure, but it didn't push the core plot forward. Spoke, on the other hand, didn't just push the plot forward, he completely shouted it. Out of nowhere, Spoke hit us with a legendary double post. Two massive, high-stakes videos dropped back-to-back that completely concluded the Purgatory arc in the craziest way possible. It ended with Spoke doing the unthinkable, defeating Jamato P and seizing the Totem of Null, and gaining absolute, unchallenged leadership of Null, the oldest and most dangerous army on the server. Before we look at the terrifying consequences of Spoke's videos, I need to make a quick correction and address the comments on my last video. A lot of you guys pointed out that we don't actually have 100% official confirmation that the Null faction has direct access to the Purge. And you are completely right. I want to say I'm really sorry for skipping past that and claiming it as a done deal. But even though it hasn't been explicitly stated like on screen yet, I want to show you why it is heavily implied by the lore of the story. Think about the evidence. Jamato P has new weapons that shouldn't even be possible normally on the SMP. Specifically, he has orbital cannons identical to Wembu's and the Wither cannon, which we know can only be custom coded and crafted to the forge. On top of that, look at his insane reach across the unstable universe. Jamato P is capable of breaking world boundaries to travel freely to the Fallens. He personally knows legendary Fallen players like Firescald, who he's in the Unstable Universe wiki. This is almost impossible for standard players to access. Even wider is his connection to the Underworld. Jamato P doesn't just know the people down there, he really wears the custom coded armor with the armor trims, and they allow him to traverse the dimensions completely unbothered. So while the text might not explicitly say Null on Forge, the circumstantial evidence is an absolute mountain. Jamato P had all the connections, and now Spoke has them all. But let's get back to the subject. Here is the real kicker, and the exact reason why the situation is a ticking time bomb. Absolutely nobody on the server knows about this yet. Think of the timing here. Parrot and Wemmbu haven't uploaded in a month. Saparata is currently occupying spawn, acting like he completely runs the place, entirely blind to the fact that the server's power balance just shifted. From the perspective of every main player on the Unstable SMP, Null doesn't even exist, it's just a myth. Jamato P, nobody knows who he is, and Spoke is just a guy they haven't seen. They have zero clue that the closest ally is now sitting on the top of a glitch-abusing immortal army of shadow soldiers. But if you look past the lore and analyze the real upload schedule, a crazy theory starts to emerge. Maybe the reason they haven't posted is because they're waiting for somebody to post. Think about how these creators coordinate the storyline. Whenever Wemmbu, Parrot, or even Flame post again, that would be when the server gets crazy. They are likely waiting for the perfect moment to drop the POVs of the fallout from Spoke's actions. And I think this might be the biggest event the server would ever see. At the very end of his double post, Spoke gives the order to release all the prisoners and march the Null army back to spawn. His stated goal is to overthrow Saparata and reclaim spawn so Parrot can finally be saved. He's trying to desperately play the role of the righteous protector. He wants to believe he's still the hero of the series. But power like that doesn't leave you unchanged. We already saw the terrifying cracks in his psyche during his final seconds with Jamato P. The exact second Jamato dropped that totem, Spoke's entire voice shifted. He went from a desperate player fighting for his friends to sounding incredibly cold, scary, and deeply bitterness. He even started aggressively punching his own neural guards away just to secure his physical grip on the totem.
Hi. Listen.
No.
I know you're the last one on the server that would ever want to be banned. You know more than anyone else does about this, about Unstable. And you know that if you die, all of that goes with you.
Ashi's original prophecy stated that he would only return when Spoke created a mafia of his own. Well, he did it. Spoke didn't just build a mafia, he conquered the oldest one, the most broken faction in existence. He's already showing symptoms of being completely blinded by the Totem of Null, and his army hasn't even reached spawn yet. We are on the verge of the biggest clash in Unstable SMP history, and the craziest part is that Spoke's allies might have to team up with his worst enemies just to stop him if he goes completely off the deep end. What do you think is going to happen when Parrot and Wemmbu finally realize what Spoke is captured? Will they accept his army to save spawn, or will they realize they shitted one tyrant, but an even worse one? Drop your riotous theories in the comments down below. Huge thank you for calling me out of the Delusion on last video, keeping me honest. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe so you don't miss the next chapter of this world. I'll see you guys in the very next video, and I'll keep you updated.